Yo, how's it going today, guys? My name is Mason and welcome back to the channel. And if you've seen my, last few videos, you know that I've been switching up the gameplay here recently. I think like my first, 15 or 20 stories on this channel, I uploaded like Cold War only, which was just the game I was playing at the time, but I've been switching it up recently, going back to the old CODs, and in today's video, you're watching BO1. And if you're like super good at BO1, or if that was like your game back in the day and like you're a savage at this shit, you got to take it easy on me. I fucking suck at this Call of Duty. Like, this is one of the Call of Duties that I played back in the day. Obviously, I've been playing Call of Duty since I was like fucking 7 years old, but I played this back in the day and I have never been good at this shit. Like, even when I get back on it today and I'm playing against people who are like, 45-year-old grown men or 10-year-old kids, I still get shitted on in this game. It's just, I just don't get it. Honestly, I'm just terrible at this one. But I did get like a couple alright gameplays. In the first one, you're gonna watch a Nuketown Spaz gameplay, and I'm not really sure what I go, but I think I drop dogs and shit, which is, pretty cool, I guess. And then in the second gameplay, I'm on, I don't even know the map name, to be honest with you, but it's with the Galil, and the entire game I'm snaking, just to let you know, like a fucking virgin. I'm over here snaking on a game that's 10 years old. But when I play that game, I feel like the only way that I can do good is to literally snake. Like, half the kids on that game use the God mode classes or whatever, and then the other half snake themselves. Luckily, I didn't have either of those in that game, so like I actually ended up doing good, but you literally have to snake to keep up type shit. So, in the second gameplay, you're going to see a lot of that. But yeah, the gameplay, it isn't, too important. Obviously, I like to switch up the gameplays and keep it interesting in the background and stuff, but today's story is going to be about the time that I was caught skipping a pep rally, and this happened way back, way back. It was, I think it was my freshman year, to be honest with you, like after I got out of alternative school. And on this day of school, it wasn't like too interesting. It was towards the end of the year. I know this because like it was like one of the last pep rallies, if not the last pep rally, because I didn't get out of alternative school my freshman year until like way into the second semester. So odds are this was probably the final pep rally of the year. And also I remember that because it was a hot day, and that will come into play later in the story. But like I said, it was kind of just, a regular day at school. We did have a pep rally going on this day, and at my high school, or at my old high school, on pep rally days, basically you would just skip like the last hour and a half of school. Like you'd miss the whole fifth period and then half of fourth, and you would go to the gym and, sit up in the bleachers with all the other kids and supposed to cheer on your team or whatever, even though your fucking football team's about to go lose 6-50. But yeah, like I said, that's how my school did pep rallies. I'm not sure how your school did pep rallies, but that's how they did it at my school. And my friends Seth and Corbin were telling me that like a lot of the times when they had pep rallies at the school, they would just skip, you know what I'm saying? Like skip school completely. They would go and they would get in Corbin's car and they would just leave, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how they skip pep rallies. And up to this point, I haven't skipped school like that. I haven't ran out of school to skip. Yeah, I've obviously skipped school, from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, but like my freshman year, I hadn't skipped school like that. Like I hadn't ran out yet. So, naturally I was a little nervous to do this, but my friends told me the entire day that they was leaving at 1:15 or 1:30, whenever the pep rally started, that's when they was leaving. So if I wanted to leave with them, if I wanted to ride home from school, like with them, and I didn't want to ride the bus, I would also have to, skip the pep rally. So, when they tell me that, I'm down, you know what I'm saying? I'm obviously going to go with my friends. And then if we all get caught, we all get caught. At least I'm not like the only motherfucker stuck at school. If they get away with it, then they're going to be sending me like Snapchat videos of them smoking blunts, while I'm stuck in a fucking pep rally. So basically their idea was to just run out the doors and just go to the student parking lot, hop in the car, and, just drive out of school, which is, it sounds pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like a very hard thing to do. When the bell rung for the pep rally, we all kind of linked up, and then we started, walking down the hallway, and there was like teachers or principals at basically every single exit around the gym, meaning that if you tried to, walk out those doors, they're obviously going to ask you, what are you doing? Why are you trying to go outside? The pep rally's in the gym. So we have to, change plans. We can't just go straight out the front doors, walk to the parking lot, and just leave. We'll have to like do something a little sneakier, you feel me? So we walk over to the bathrooms, and if you went to my school, you know which ones I'm talking about. The ones that are like really close to the gym, next to the band room and the music room and all that shit, like right across from there. That's the bathroom we went to. And we went there to like formulate a plan, about which doors we're about to run out and how we're going to get to the student parking lot. Because, obviously the teachers and principals are watching for kids that are about to do that. So we're sitting in this bathroom, and right next to this bathroom, if you go out of the bathrooms and make a right, the hallway is like another 15 feet, and there's, an exit door right there. But the problem with this exit door is it's facing the opposite side of the school parking lot. So like the school parking lot is on the clear opposite side of the building, and we would have to run all the way across like this wide open ass bus drop off lot, like where the buses dropped off and picked up kids at my high school. is a fat ass like parking lot, but kids weren't allowed to park there. You have to run across that parking lot and then go down like a little tiny hill, and then you're in the student parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I think I'm gonna have to bring back my little, box diagram like I did in the other video on Mission Impossible. How I had to use a little Photoshop thing to describe what I was talking about. I'm going to do that again for this one because, I felt like that made the image a little clearer. Yeah. So basically the doors were like right here and the student parking lot is right over here. And, this entire big ass parking lot is where the buses dropped off, all the students. This is the one that I was talking about. And from the gym, you can see clearly into this parking lot. And like I said, the teachers are blocking off the exits that are like close to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that are immediately next to the gym are all blocked off with teachers. So they're looking out, they're trying to catch kids skipping, right? So there's zero chance we can go that route. So we have to go all the way around the school, right? Through like, the entrance and all that shit down into the teacher parking lot and then go across and then, down into the student parking lot, basically is what I was trying to get at by, doing this little diagram. And I hope that helped you guys understand it a little more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start trying to do that with my stories instead of just trying to, describe stuff with my words. I'm going to go ahead and just, make a little diagram because it's not too much work for me in Photoshop. And then, it helps you guys understand the story a whole lot more. So the plan, like I said, is to go out of the bathrooms, run out that back door, and then go all the way around the fucking school and get into Corbin's car. And Seth was telling us that if we go first, he can keep a lookout, make sure that no teachers are going to follow us out that door, you know what I'm saying? And then he can come out, a couple minutes after us because Seth's a little faster than us and he can, book ass around the school and he can get to the parking lot. And, we meet up all around the same time. He knows where Corbin's car is at, so it's not like he has to, walk with us to get there. So, me and Corbin hear that and we're like, all right, cool. Me and Corbin went ahead and, run out the back doors, and off the rip, we make a mistake. We don't let the door shut quietly. Like we don't, sit with it and hold it shut. You know what I'm saying? We just let the door slam behind us. And Seth told us later on that's what drew attention to, us running out these doors. A teacher that came back, which we all knew this teacher is a pretty cool guy. He used to be the credit recovery teacher. If you went there, you know which guy I'm talking about, the bald guy. He's pretty cool. But he was the one that ended up coming around and hearing the door slam. And obviously he has to do his job. So he told the principals that, two kids just ran out the back door, and Seth, he couldn't do nothing for us because, he's a student. He ain't gonna, be able to give him an excuse on why that door opened and closed. He knows, some kids just ran out. So we don't know that, we're basically caught already. Me and Corbin are booking ass around the whole fucking school. You know what I'm saying? I'm running, and obviously I'm right behind fucking Corbin. He's also running, and we're trying to, be sneaky, but also get to the student parking lot quick. You feel me? So we end up making that, trek all the way around the fucking school, through the parking lot, across the entrance, all that shit. We did the whole thing, and we ran most of it. You know what I'm saying? The only time we were walking or something is like when we was trying to hide. You feel me? So we finally get to Corbin's car, and, by this time, I'm already fucking sweating like a motherfucker. It's like 90, 95 degrees outside. I got jeans and shit on. Like, I was not trying to do that run, but it's either run or get caught, basically. So we ran, and we hop in his car, and it's a fucking Volkswagen Jetta. If you know what car that is, you know what I'm talking about. And it was one with the leather seats. Like, it was an old-ass Jetta, like an 03, 04, something like that, with leather seats. So when we opened up these fucking doors, immediately that heat hit us in the face because the car is like 20 degrees hotter than it is outside, and now we have to sit in this car with no fucking AC and wait on Seth. And while we're sitting here in this car, you know what I'm saying, we're seeing students just walk down the stairs like, the regular way to get to the student parking lot. And later we figured out that all these kids were also skipping, but they was just going about it like an easier route. They just went out some side doors towards the front of the building and just walked the walkway to get there. They just wasn't sneaky about it at all. And obviously all the teachers saw, these kids just walking down the sidewalk going to the parking lot. So they sent down the JROTC guy. He's not really a teacher. He's like the guy who wears the military uniform and he teaches the JROTC class. They sent him down there to basically get all the kids to come back up. And me and Corbin was one of the first people to, get caught, basically. He walked up to Corbin's window and he knocked on it. We opened up the door and he was like, y'all need to go back up into school. Like, y'all ain't gonna be able to leave anyway. They got, the only way in and the only way out. It's blocked off with principals and shit. So if you tried to, leave in your car, you're just gonna get stopped and turned around anyway. And by this time, it was already like 2:30, 2:40. Me and Corbin had been sitting in the car for like 40 minutes watching kids come down the stairs to get to the student parking lot. And that's when we got caught. So, as we got caught, basically it was almost time to leave school in general. So, we got our shit from the car, started walking back up to their school building, sweaty as fuck still, by the way. Like, when I say I was sweaty, I'm sweating motherfucking buckets. Like I said, it's 95 degrees and we was just sitting in a leather car. So you can imagine how fucking sweaty I was. And me and Corbin just, we walked back into the school. I'm pretty sure he went somewhere else. I'm pretty sure he went to like the senior section or the junior section or some shit like that. I'm not sure exactly where he went, but I just sat down, you know, right on the inside of the gym, and the fucking pep rally was done over with. The kids were just talking, waiting on the bell to ring, and like I said, I just sat there for another 10-15 minutes because school was almost over, and I went back to the same car that we just got out of, and then we drove home. And when we got back to the car, Seth was explaining to us how like we fumbled the bag off, you know, off the very first thing we did, you know, slamming the door, got the attention drawn to us, and he was explaining to us like he didn't come outside or he didn't run to the school parking lot because he knew we was already caught. Like there was no reason for him to run over there and get caught too. So he just went to the pep rally, like, you know, regularly. And, you know, that's about all I got for this story. I know this one probably wasn't too interesting, but, you know, it's the first time I tried to run out of a pep rally, so I figured I'd tell it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure y'all got experiences like this at school where you tried to skip and you ended up getting caught. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everybody gets caught skipping if you end up doing it a lot. So, yeah. But my bad. Like I said, if this story wasn't too interesting, I tried to make it as entertaining as possible. If you guys enjoyed the video, you know, go show me some love. There's a nice like button down there. It's ready to be turned blue. If you want to go turn it blue, go ahead. If you want to leave me a little comment telling me what I did right or what I did wrong, let me know. I'm always trying to make my content better, so if you have any criticism, you know, that will actually help me, not just, you know, saying my videos suck or whatever. If you give me some actual tips and some pointers, I'll implement them, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all take it easy. I'll see y'all next time.